Welcome back to MidPoint, everybody. Also welcome back Florida Congressman Jeff Miller and military veteran and syndicated writer Amber Barno. Congressman Miller, let me begin again with you. Representative Tulsi Gabbard in Hawaii, the Democrat, skipped an August hearing on veterans care in Hawaii so she could go surfing for a Yahoo News profile. She missed the hearing, her people said, because she was delayed in another meeting. Turns out that is not entirely accurate. This is someone who campaigns on being there for veterans, yet doesn't show up for a meeting to do an interview for her own purposes. How does that make you feel as someone who is elected, who wants to take care of the veterans, and sees people in your position, elected officials, who simply aren't doing everything they can every minute of the day?
Well, let me give you one even more egregious than that. Senator Kay Hagan from North Carolina chose not to attend a VA hearing in the Senate because she had a fundraiser to go to. And those types of things are the ones that are most egregious. You put your politics before you put your job. And our job in Congress represent not only our constituents, but those individuals on the committees that we serve. And to leave and not even attend a hearing because of a fundraiser, I think the senator from North Carolina, Ms. Hagan, has some questions that certainly need to be answered.
Amber, how angry does this make you to hear that there are people elected who are supposed to be taking care of these issues, yet as a veteran yourself, you find them simply surfing or going to fundraisers? That has got to be something that just makes you angry, because there's problems here and these people are dodging it.
It does. It infuriates me. If you want to go be on TV, and she's getting caught up in the spotlight and wanting the media attention versus doing her job. Why are there's no leadership there when you choose to go do an interview versus basically learn and attempt to take care of veterans who you say that you care about. Come on, that is not the case here. That's absolutely ridiculous that she can't take the time and or schedule things. Even if she still wants to do the interview, then maybe you need to get better at managing your time and scheduling things appropriately. But especially now, since the VA scandal has come out, we hear time and time again how people care about veterans and they want what's best for them and they want to fix the VA. Then prove it. Do something about it. These type of people who are quick to come out and say how they care about veterans and they want the best for them, but have little to back it up. But we are very thankful for Representative Jeff Miller, who's on with us as well, who has shown great leadership and is doing great things for veterans. We want to see more politicians like him stepping up to the plate and really moving us in the right direction in terms of fixing the VA.
Congressman Miller, though, a couple minutes that we have left here, how high up does this corruption still go? The American people are led to believe that some of it has been cleaned out, most of it certainly the top level has, but how far does this go in the constant cover-ups?
Well, the biggest problem has always been at the mid-management level. These are the senior executive service folks that we did encompass in the firing portion, accountability portion of the bill that the president signed in early August. These individuals have been doing this for quite some time. They've gotten promotions, they've gotten bonuses, they've gotten raises, and that all helps them in their retirement. And then to give them notice that you're going to fire them to allow them to go ahead and retire. We even had one that was the administrator in Dublin, Georgia, that got notice that he was going to be fired. He chose to have a press release sent talking about his 42 years of service to the federal government, and he was going to retire. So he got attaboys from the media when really he was being fired. Again, the secretary and I are agreeing to disagree right now, but they're saying they need to give 5 days notice. I'm saying no. They actually have 1 week to appeal the firing, 3 weeks for the board to review the firing. And then it's permanent, and you lose your pay.
Okay, I've only got about a minute left, so I have to ask you this real quickly to both of you. First, to Congressman Miller, who's the problem? Where does the buck stop? Harry Truman said the buck stops at his desk. Is the buck on this the fact that it hasn't been cleaned, but at this point go right to the president's desk?
Of course it does. The buck stops with the president. He learned about this just like he does most crises, by watching the news.
Amber, to you, same thing. Buck at the president?
Yes, I agree. But right now, the authority for the firing lies within the Secretary of the Department of Affairs. Bob McDonald now has the authority to ensure those firings happen, and he needs to ensure that as the leader of the VA, he is making sure that that happens. And he's the new secretary. He needs to be on top of things right now in terms of making sure that actually happens. And this isn't just something to make the VA look good in the media. These people need to be held accountable to make sure veterans are being served properly.
I use that word again, despicable. They allow these people to retire and give them 5 days notice. Congressman Miller, Amber Barno, thank you so much for joining us both. I'll look forward to the next time we speak.
Thank you.
Thank you. Later on this hour, the reality of war in the Middle East comes home in the form of tear gas cans and